Hey guys, welcome back to Easykeys Piano Tutorial. Dozy here. Today I give you one very powerful tip that will change the way you sound or you play songs forever. I get a lot of people telling me, Dozy, what's going on in your mind when you play songs? Like, what are you thinking about when you reharmonize songs? Okay, now I'm gonna give you exactly what is going on in my mind when I play simple songs. Okay, so stick around to the end. Now, today's demonstration is going to be an F. Okay, now if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification and like the video if you like it at the end. Okay, so F. Now, the first thing you need to know is the scale. Right? The basic F scale, right? Good. Now, the next thing you want to know is you want to be able to generate chords from that note. Now, these chords would have to come from the other degrees of the scale. That's how I'm going to generate the chords I'm going to play under that melody, because I'm assuming this is my melody. Okay? So F. Now, you don't have to play too many chords. It could be one chord, it could be two chords. You know, it all depends on how many chords you know. So one, for my one chord, you, I could play simple this, you, 13, you, or dominant 7. Notice I didn't change the 1. It's 1 over 1, okay? Now, after you've done that, the next thing you want to do is go to the next degree of the scale and generate chords that will complement this melody too. I can do this. I can do this. You see that? I can do, you know, I could do a major. You see that? So I've done 3 chords using this melody. So if I'm playing this melody, for any reason, I have this as an option, I have this as an option, I have this as an option. Does that make sense? Now let's do the same thing, chord 3. Let's do this. We can do an augmented. See that? That's one beautiful chord you can play using your chord 3. Okay, let's go to 4. I can do this. I can do the minor. You see that? Or I can do a 6th chord, or whatever you can do, right? You can go to the 5, suspend the chord. You see that? That's suspend the chord. You can do the 6. See that? You can do the 7. That's a flat 9 chord. E7 flat 9 and back to the 1. So all I did was I picked this melody and I used the other degrees of the scale to generate chords, okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do is go to the next note. Now, this is G, and you start from the 1, like I told you. I have a, I love this chord. It's a beautiful F major 9, okay? Chord. I go to the 2, and I look for a chord over that melody. For the 3, I could do this. See that? I could even do a simple minor chord. I go to the 4. That's an easy one. As many as you can do. I can even play a 13th. You see that? Over that melody. I go to the 5, the easy one. Okay, I can even play a minor chord. If I want, I can go to the 6 and play. Suspend the chord right there. A 7, you can do that, or you can play a simple C major, or you can add that into the sequence. The flat 9, the sharp 9, sharp 5 chord, and back to the 1. So notice I'm choosing a chord or two, at least one chord from each of the degrees of the scale over any of the melodies I choose. Okay, I can even choose a 4, a crazy one, right? And start from the 1. I go to the 2. I go to 3. You see that? And the regular 4, 5, you can do or suspender chord. You see that? Then a 6, the easy one to drop to. Then a 7. Then back to suspender chord, which naturally goes back to. Okay, so that's the basic concept. That way you're never out of ideas. You can choose any melody, okay, you're playing, maybe the 2, and you already know you have so many options from the other chords of the scale. Now start with simple chords, then over time you improve on how you use complex chords, applying this concept. Now at the beginning of the video, you saw me play my grandfather's clock. My grandfather's clock was too high for the shelf, so it lay 90 years on the floor. Okay, now that would be the easy way, but I played mine like this. The first chord is a 9th. 5. See that? Over the 1. 5. I did my 2 over my 1. You see, I'm not compromising the melody, but I'm building my chords from the other degrees of the scale. Like I have my 2 chord here, and I have my 1 here. Stay with me. This is not one tutorial you want to rush. Take your time and understand this. Father's clock. I have other options. I can even do this. See, like a sharp 5 chord, but I did this. Clock was too high. So from here, was too. You see, I played the diminished chord, then went to my 7 chord. So all I'm doing is the D over E. Now I'm using chords based on my level of understanding of chords, but you can play simpler chords. You don't have to play difficult chords. You can simply do. You see? You see? But I did was two. If you can't grab all these notes, you can choose just these or these 3. But if you can reach, like me, you can do it. Was too high. Ooh, I love this chord so much. G diminished 9. And I did this 4 suspended chord. The shelf. Now, rather than play my 4 like this, I did for the shelf. I quickly assume I'm playing on the key of G. Remember, I chose this melody and I chose a chord 2 from the scale. So was too high for the shelf. Then so here is my second note as the melody. Buddy's in 90 years on the floor. Buddy. I went to my chord 2 here and chose a chord. You see, you would always find chords for every melody from the other notes or the other degrees of the scale of the key you're playing on. So 90 on the floor. You see? Now because there's so much time, I did the so I do this a lot. Remember? I'm playing my 2 over my 1. I'm playing dominant 7. Okay? Then I did the same thing again. But I did something here. Then I did this. See that? So I chose this melody and chose my chord 2 to harmonize the melody. And that gave me a G major 9. Now this is not predictable. This is what the pro players do all the time. They know how to take melodies and then generate big chords from them. Okay? So I did. I just emphasize here. Then sweet wait, 2 chord. You see that? So it's simple. A simple song like a nursery rhyme, you can reharmonize it to make it sound, more polished, more informed, like an advanced player doing simple things. My grand, I could do my grand for this clock, or for this clock. Since I have this, I can do. Now, I'm using these other things because I know them, okay? But if you don't, there is something you know. It could be this and this alone. It's beautiful in itself. My grandfather's clock. You see that? That could be all you know, but get in the habit of choosing melodies or the melodies of the song. It could be twinkle, twinkle. You see that? Star. You see that? Ooh, there's so many options. Okay, now practice this concept as much as you can. I will finish the breakdown of this tutorial in the following video, so keep an eye for that. But I'm going to be further, explaining how I use this concept of choosing any chord from the other notes of the scale to reharmonize any songs you're playing. Thanks for watching so far. Like the video if you like it. Don't just swipe away, like the video. And I taught a lot of this in my course coming out soon. Oh my goodness, you don't want to miss it. We barely have 10 minutes here, 9 minutes or whatever. But on my course, you have hours and hours of detail where I break down these concepts little by little. So I'll post the link out when it's ready. Keep an eye out for it. Like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.